Imagine a world so rich in detail that you can almost smell the pine trees, feel the crunch of snow under your boots, and hear the distant howl of a wolf in the wilderness. Let your imagination take you on a journey through a landscape that seems almost too real. Picture towering mountains covered in thick blankets of snow, serene lakes reflecting the clear blue sky, and vast plains dotted with wildflowers that sway gently in the breeze. Imagine intricate forests where sunlight pierces through the canopy, casting long shadows on the forest floor, groves laden with apples ready to be picked, or deer silently grazing in the early morning mist. Welcome to the world of Red Redemption 2, a game that is not just a game, but an intricate virtual reality that transports you to a different era, a time when the Wild West was not a thing of the past, but a brutal and beautiful reality. The game that pushes the boundaries of what's possible in interactive storytelling. It's not just about the graphics or the gameplay, but the whole package. The world, the atmosphere, the story, the characters, everything feels so incredibly real and immersive that you will forget that you're sitting in front of a screen. And did you know Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the most expansively detailed open-world games ever created? Its map stretches across 5 fictitious states of the United States, each with its own unique landscapes and weather patterns. The map is so large, it's even more extensive than the map of its predecessor, Red Dead Redemption. The game, Rockstar Games, have gone above and beyond to ensure that every single detail in the game feels authentic. They spent countless hours studying, researching and recreating the landscape, wildlife and the life of people during that time. They observed the behavior of wildlife, studied the vegetation, the weather patterns and even the tiniest details, like the way dust particles move in the wind. Each element in the game has been meticulously designed and perfected to create an experience that is nothing short of breathtaking. To bring it all together, they incorporated an awe-inspiring music score that accompanies your every move, making you feel like the protagonist of an epic Western movie. The sun sets over the mountains, casting an orange glow over the landscape and painting the sky in hues of pink and purple. As the day turns into night, the game world comes alive with a whole new set of events and possibilities. The game's creators spent countless hours perfecting every tiny detail, from the behavior of the wildlife to the way the sun sets over the mountains. Now, picture a game where every action has a consequence. Imagine stepping into a world that is richly detailed and teeming with life, where the characters seem real, their emotions genuine, and their struggles relatable. This is no ordinary game, but a masterpiece that blurs the line between gaming and cinematic storytelling. It is as immersive as it is engaging, always leaving you wanting more. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live as an outlaw in the late 1800s? Have you ever daydreamed about riding through dusty plains beneath the scorching sun, or sneaking around in the moonlit wilderness with danger lurking around every corner? Have you ever wanted to understand the peril of the outlaw life? To feel the adrenaline rush of a high-stakes robbery or the crushing guilt of a murder committed out of desperation? Red Dead Redemption 2 presents you with just such an opportunity. It invites you into the boots of Arthur Morgan, a man who is much more than a mere outlaw. He's a complex character with a richly layered personality, carrying the burden of his past and the uncertainty of his future. He's a member of the Van der Linde gang, a family of sorts, bound not by blood but by shared experiences and common goals. So what makes Arthur's journey so compelling? Is it his struggle, balance his loyalty to the gang with his own moral compass? Or is it his fascinating, often fraught relationships with his fellow outlaws, each of whom comes with their own unique backstory, quirks and motivations? These characters are not mere NPCs, but fully fleshed out individuals, each impacting Arthur's journey in their own unique way. And then there are the moral choices he's forced to make. As Arthur, you're constantly faced with decisions that challenge your morality, test your resolve, and change the course of your story. Whether to help a stranger in need or leave them to their fate, to stand by your friends or betray them for personal gain, every choice matters. The game's narrative is shaped by your decisions, leaving you with a sense of your choices dictate the story, the character's fate, and ultimately Arthur's destiny. This makes for a deeply personal and unique experience every time you play. The game becomes a reflection of your morality, your courage, your wisdom, and your compassion. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a game, but an intimate journey that offers an unforgettable adventure, where every decision has a consequence and every action echoes through the narrative. Now, picture a game where every action has a consequence, making for a deeply personal and unique experience every time you play. Think about the thrill of a high-stakes poker game, the tension of a stealth mission, the adrenaline rush of a gunfight. These are just the beginning of what you can experience in Red Dead Redemption 2. Imagine this. You are in the Wild West. The sun is setting, painting the horizon with strokes of orange and purple, and you have a deck of cards in your hand, your fingers tingling with anticipation. The stakes are high and the tension is palpable. Around you, other players are maintaining poker faces, but you can sense their apprehension. Everyone is waiting for that final reveal. Now shift your focus to a stealth mission. You're creeping through the dense undergrowth, every crunch of dried leaves under your boots echoing ominously in the quiet night. The scent of moist soil and damp foliage fills you can almost taste the raw, earthy wilderness. Your heartbeat is a drum in your ears, your palms sweaty as you clutch your weapon, your eyes peeled for any hint of your target. Every second is critical, every move calculated. Survival is only for the fittest. And then there's the gunfight. Your heart pounding in your chest like a wild stallion, adrenaline surging through your veins like wildfire. The smoky air filled with the deafening roars of the revolvers, bullets whizzing by, making your ears ring. Your fingers are wrapped around your weapon, the cold steel warming up from the heat of the battle. The taste of danger, the smell of fear and gunpowder, all blend into a mesmerizing ballet of chaos and survival. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game that embraces its gameplay is varied and immersive, offering a wide range of activities and challenges to keep you engaged and on your toes. From poker games to stealth missions to gunfights, the game offers a myriad of experiences that are designed to satiate the hungriest of gamers. Whether you're a sharpshooter who revels in the reckless abandon of a gunfight, a horse whisperer who feels most at home amidst the untamed beauty of the wild, or a treasure hunter with an insatiable appetite for adventure and the unknown, this game has a spot reserved for you. So immerse yourself in this Wild West world and let your instincts guide you. Whether you're a sharpshooter, a horse whisperer, or a treasure hunter, there's something for you in this game. Consider also the game's stunning visuals. Awestruck, you might find yourself pausing to admire these intricate details which have been crafted with utmost precision. Every single item, every small piece of this world feels like it has been painted with a fine brush, bearing the mark of the game designer's skill and dedication. Take, for instance, the blades of grass that you find in this realm. They are not mere green pixels strewn on the ground. Each blade of grass rustles under the virtual wind, dancing to an invisible tune. They are touched by the virtual sunlight, their green hues deepening and lightening in a play of shadows that simulates the real world to an extent that you might forget that you are in a game. Now shift your gaze to the water bodies in the game. Be it a serene lake or a raging river, every ripple, every wave has been designed to resemble the actual movement of water. Watch as the water splashes against rocks, the droplets scattering in a spectacle of realism. Observe the reflection of the surrounding landscape on the water surface. It is not static, but changes with the movement of the virtual clouds and the shifting position of the sun. Speaking of clouds, have you seen a more beautiful sky in any other game? The clouds are not just white smears on a blue canvas. They are entities that change shape and size. They cast shadows on the earth below and set the mood of the scene. The way the light filters through the clouds, creating rays of sunshine or a gloomy overcast, it to the atmosphere of the game. The attention to detail in this game is a testament to the dedication of the creators, from the dew on the leaves in the morning to the flickering of fireflies at night, from the footprints left behind in the snow to the way the wind carries away fallen leaves. Everything has been meticulously crafted. The game's attention to detail is second to none, making for an experience that's as visually impressive as it is engaging. So, what sets Red Dead Redemption 2 apart from other games? The answer to this question lies deep within the game's meticulous creation, its unique elements, and the immersive experience it offers. The first thing that catches attention is its expansive and detailed world. Walking through the world of Red Dead Redemption 2 is like stepping into a past era. The virtual world on display here is not just vast, it's meticulously detailed, from the realistic wildlife to the weather effects and atmospheric conditions that change over time, reflecting the harsh and unpredictable nature of America's heartland during that time period. The game's intricate narrative is another element that sets it apart. The storylines are gripping, filled with moral ambiguities and complex characters that you learn to care about. The narrative is not a mere backdrop, it is an essential part of your journey. It's not just about winning or losing, it's also about decisions and their consequences, about morality and in a harsh world. The diverse gameplay takes you on a roller coaster of emotions. One moment you are in a high-stress gunfight, the next you are calming a scared horse. You can choose to follow the main storyline or wander off into side quests, each filled with unique stories and challenges. You can interact with other characters, shaping your relationships based on your actions and decisions. The stunning visuals add another layer of immersion to the game, with realistic character models and environments that take your breath away. Every sunrise and sunset, every blade of grass, every ripple on the water's surface is rendered with stunning detail. The lighting and the atmospheric effects create a sense of realism that further immerses you into the world. The game's sound design is another marvel, from the sound of your horse's hooves hitting the ground to the distant noise of a waterfall or the eerie silence of a deserted town. Everything is designed to pull you into the game's universe. It is this attention to detail, the combination of all these factors, that makes playing Red Dead Redemption 2 not just entertainment but an immersive experience. In conclusion, Red Dead Redemption 2 is not just a game. It's an epic tale of life in America's unforgiving heartland, a journey into a world filled with beauty, danger, and adventure. It's a game that's as vast as the Wild West itself, and as detailed as the tumbleweeds that roll across its plains. It's a game that redefines what's possible in interactive storytelling, and it's a game that deserves to be experienced.